Today we're going to continue with our armor video series, and we're going to look at Osode, which are considered basically large shoulder pads and arm guards. And I'm going to go through the different parts. You can get all the information in the Book of Samurai series, and make sure you look at the playlist. Now, the playlist is great. We've got tons of information on samurai armor. We're halfway through the year, and this month it's been propped up by Scott from Sengoku Study. So go and watch his stuff because it's been great and kept us going while I've been moving. Now, these are what they actually look like, and you can see there's a left and a right one. Now, I've been to many different places with armor. I've even seen this done in Japan. No joke, they get them the wrong way round. Can you see there's a gold band at the middle on either side, and there's at the top there's also a band which is thicker at one end. Look at the thickness of the band. The top ledge is thicker in the middle there, and it's thin on the outside, and the gold band is at the thinner end. Look at it, the thinner end. Just for clarity, can you see the gold band there in the middle, like the gold clasp, is at the thin end of the top hard ridge. I'll draw you a little picture. Always remember this, because they go at the back. The gold clasp and the thin top ridge go to the rear of the samurai, and you sometimes see armor with this the wrong way around, so make sure you don't make that mistake. Now, I'm going to say something which is quite crazy. This armor was used from very early samurai times all the way to the late Edo period, which most samurai armor experts say, what, that's not true. But let me tell you, it's used for different reasons. In the earlier parts of samurai times, these were used genuinely for warfare, and they helped stop arrows. But later on, they become too unwieldy and too bulky for the battlefield. So then they were used ceremonially, and you still get people making them, using them, wearing them, and even using them as an image of the gods of war that they prayed to right up until the end of samurai times. But they were only functional earlier on. Just for quick reference, they changed to something more like this, which is a little bit more smaller, robust, and this was done when samurai armies basically came to the battlefield and were tighter packed with less horsemanship and less archery involved. But of course, that's a very broad general overview. Now here you can see the actual parts. There's Shika no O, which basically O means cord, Shozoku no O, and Mizunomi no O. Now, don't worry about the names or anything like that. All you need to know is the one at the top ties to the shoulder. The one on the left, which is the front side, remember the front side of this armor is always the opposite of the middle clasp. Remember, the middle clasp is always the opposite side. So the Shozoku no O ties to the front of the armor, and the Mizunomi no O ties to the rear. So let's do a quick overview. This is known as the Osode, basically. However, there's much more to it. But on a basic level, we get 3 or around 3 different cords. One ties to the front, one ties to the top, one ties to the back. The large plate on the top with the wide end goes to the front, and you can always tell this because it's opposite the golden clasp that's halfway down the middle at the back. They are used to defend against arrows. Later on, they became ceremonial, and the lacing here, you can see the little lines, that's actually lacing. They were made of different colours, and these different colours had different meanings. They later on became much more ceremonial, but earlier on they were used on the battlefield. Now, don't forget to follow the playlist, and because I'm moving and I've got problems with my internet, Scott's going to help take over for me and have a good time, so make sure you subscribe to Sengoku Studies. He will help us through this, and I'll do you another video before the end of the month. So thanks to Scott for keeping us all going.